Welcome in, Saints fans, to another edition of the Saints Sports Network. We're taking a look at fall seasons right now, sitting down with head men's and women's golf coach Zack Siefert. Zack, thanks for taking the time here to talk about the upcoming season.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Looking forward to it.
All right, so we'll take a look at the women's side first. You got 8 members on your team this year. You know, we talk about soccer, we talk about some other sports up in the field. Very easy to tell how they come back in shape. How do you look at your team when they come back in the fall to determine how in shape they are?
Yes, it's tough too, because as golfers, you know, we're not out there, you know, really physically exhausting ourselves. We're more of an endurance sport, but yet, you know, we need power at the same time. So really just trying to get the girls in the routine of what we're going to face throughout the course of the year, you know, trying to simulate, you know, type tournament conditions, you know, with the walking and the, you know, making sure they have food and drinks out there and just kind of seeing how they're reacting. And you'll be able to tell, you know, the girls that are really, you know, conditioned themselves over the summer, made sure they're ready to play and things like that.
Taking a look at your schedule, you open up down in the Sandhills of North Carolina, down in the Pinehurst area.
Right.
Always a tough area to play golf.
For sure.
You know, and we talked a little bit before of the video about how you're looking for tougher and tougher competition as you're going through the year, as you move to the Smoky Mountain and Myrtle Beach and then down into Florida. How did you plan your schedule this year to try and work into that harder competition?
Well, you know, as of the last year really kind of left a sour taste in our girls' mouth, really, per se. You know, we finished 14th in the country last year, but yet missed out on regionals by, you know, 1 slot. So we knew we had to beef up the schedule a little bit. You know, all the best teams in the country are in Florida, and that's where mainly our schedule, you know, starts at. We wanted to make sure that we got up to Pinehurst to start the year because Rollins is hosting, and Julie does a fantastic job, you know, 12-time national championships down in Rollins. So we wanted to make sure they were #1 pretty much all season last year. So to start out the season, you know, the pretty much the #1 ranked team in the country with a great field, was kind of a no-brainer, you know, for us. So hopefully this year our schedule is set up to where if our girls perform like, you know, we know we're capable of, at the end of the season, you know, we'll be making our first trip to the NCAAs.
So coming in this year as defending Conference Carolinas tournament champions, is there a target on your back a little bit, or?
I think so. I try to make our girls focus more on the big picture. You know, things that we're trying to do throughout the season that'll lead to certain, you know, accolades or championships and things like that. But I do feel like, you know, people in our conference have now recognized that, you know, Limestone women's golf is, you know, on the rise, and we're starting to become not only a, you know, a conference, you know, type power team, but really nationally. So, you know, we're really looking forward to the test. And last year, you know, I think our girls maybe thought it was going to be a little easier like it was, you know, 2 years prior, and King really, you know, gave it to us for those first 2 days, and it was all we could do to, you know, kind of battle back and win it on that back nine. So I think there definitely is a target, but, you know, we try to make them focus on, you know, the bigger picture and what we're really trying to get after.
All right. Thanks a bunch, Coach, for sitting down and talking to us this afternoon to take a peek at your fall season. And for all the news, notes, and everything you need to know about the women's golf program, make sure you visit www.golimestonesaints.com.